Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
I may be carrying my babies, but my husband has carried me. When I was exhausted, when I was overwhelmed, when I was sick, in pain, craving something specific, when pregnancy feels heavy in ways no one talks about, he reminds me that I'm not in this alone. And I'll never forget the way that he held us both. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling better today. Wow. Things took a dark turn there, you know? I would say week 8 through 11.3, no bueno for the old shimster. Dark times, 5150 energy, just like nothing to look forward to, not a glimmer of hope, but we're back, baby. I just woofed down a little Go Greek yogurt, which has been my saving grace for the past few weeks. Andy is back on American soil, and he is... I mean, what was the character in Misery when Kathy Bates shackled that man to the bed? That's kind of what I'm doing to Andrew now, because I have made it nearly to the end of my first trimester. Oh, he does have one more little jaunt. He's going to Arizona next week, which he's like, it's his cousin's high school graduation. And he's like, let's all go. I said, Andy, I've been on the brink of death for weeks. Now you're going to drag my ass to Arizona for 24 hours to go sit through a high school graduation in the blazing heat. That's, first of all, triggering for me because I didn't graduate high school. And secondly, like, I don't know if we should be instilling those types of academic activities on our son, because I mean, we'll be lucky if he graduates high school. Our academic history is no bueno. Instead, I will be celebrating the entrance to my second trimester at the Rosewood in Montecito, okay? Having a faux Aperol spritz by the beach. And by faux, I mean not faux. Just kidding. I would never do that. Fetal alcohol syndrome is real, guys. It's real. If you can find someone that has it and then like send me their information so I can do a quick assessment, because I would do basically anything for just like 3.5 sips of an Aperol spritz. But if you know someone with fetal alcohol syndrome, please send them my way and like let me really see what's going on there. You know, like, is it aesthetic? Is it cerebral? We're not sure. Anyways, I will be at the Rosewood in Santa Barbara, just fucking all the way off in a few days. But I'm feeling so much better. Like, I feel like my energy is coming back a little bit. What size is this sweet little bebe? Let's take a Google, shall we? By the way, whoever invented the system, and I know it gets progressively weirder, of correlating the demon seed inside of you to random fruits. Like, I just like to scroll forward because I'm like trying to like time travel into the future when I'm way more pregnant and crowning, because like there's so much time on the clock and I can't physically comprehend how much more time. I'm like, there's only 28 more weeks, which is only like 7 months, which is really more like 8 months. And I don't know, are there 4 weeks in a month? I've never cared so much about like the logistics of the calendar, you know, because I equate 4 weeks to 1 month. But 4 weeks is 28 days, and there's only 1 month of the fucking year that's 28 days, and that's February. So it's all just like a little loose, a little lost. And I feel like I'm Phaedra Parks in Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I'm always like kind of lying by like 5 days about what week I'm in because I want to be induced early. And it just makes me feel better to just push it a week. You know what I mean? Which is so diabolical, but that's just where I'm at. Whoever invented like the food comparison chart to the weeks of pregnancies, like it makes no sense because I'll look forward at like 28 weeks and it'll say like a head of cauliflower, and then 29 weeks is like a Japanese eggplant. I'm like, but that's smaller than head of cauliflower. And then we zoom forward and it's like a guava, but then we're like back at an apple. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand. 12 weeks fruit size. Okay. let's take a little look-see-loo. Ooh, our baby is the size of a lime this week. You know what limes remind me of? Lyme's disease. Can't you tell I'm feeling so much better? Oh, God. I can't. Like, the veil is lifted. There is a sparkle and a twinkle in the eye. I'm starting to crave food again, all of which, like, things I'm allegedly not supposed to be eating. But, you know, I'm a type B cool kind of mom. And, like, you know, it's like, it's so crazy, too, because, like, you can get parasites from fucking everything. Okay? From fucking everything. From fruits, from vegetables, from lettuces, from deli meats. Like, if we really crunch the numbers and the stats on basically everything, what can we eat? Astronaut food, powdered substances, canned goods, dog food. So just like listen to your heart, as they say. That's what I'm doing, and it's working out okay for me. I'm starting to finally like enjoy food a little bit. I drove to the Valley yesterday and I spent $83.14 on Go Greek yogurt, which apparently is like imported from Greece. It's like healthy frozen yogurt that's made out of Greek yogurt, if you couldn't put those two together, if you were like a little hooked on phonics challenged. And allegedly it's like good for you-ish and has protein. Don't know. It's basically glorified ice cream. But I bought like 17 containers of this fucking Go Greek yogurt and have been living off of it for the past week. But then I woke up yesterday and I thought, you know what sounds good? Shake Shack. I've never even had Shake Shack before. I think I had it once, like 6.5 years ago in New York. And I had a Shake Shack and I had onion rings and I had a caffeine-free Diet Coke. And it was such an orgasmic experience to eat a meal without immediately wanting to like lay on the road and be hit by a car, you know, and that like impending sense of doom of like, is this going to kill me? Is this going to make me extremely nauseous? Am I going to take one bite and like be horrified and off food for 3 days? So I feel like I ate it, me likey, I metabolized it. I haven't fully digested it yet because the constipation cutie is here to stay, but it was so exciting to consume a meal. And I'm like, now I'm in my motherfucking zone. Let's go, bitch. You know what I mean? Like now Andy is on American soil for the foreseeable future. I'm not doing shit. I told him, I said, Andrew, you have left me for dead for the majority of my first trimester, okay? Now you're leaving me for Arizona. You are taking me to the Rosewood. You're going to let this beached whale lay on the sand, and you are going to be spoon-feeding me grapes, ice cream, mocktails. You will be tending to the child for the foreseeable future. I'm not doing shit. This is when Jackie Schimmel clocks out, okay? I've done what I needed to do. I've gotten us to the, some form of a benchmark, okay? We are approaching the end of the first trimester in a matter of fucking days, okay? Did I do the NIPT panel? You betcha, Iris. Do I know the gender of the demon seed lying within me? Of course I do. Are my chromosomes chromosoming? You betcha, Iris, okay? I've done what I needed to do, and now I'm fucking all the way off, and I'm turning this pregnancy into a personal, hands-off mothering retreat. And I encourage women at home to do the same. The bare minimum that these men could do is everything for us. It's called sweat equity. Okay, the tits are getting saggier and saggier. I am in this very weird limbo phase where like I look either like I have some form of a tumor, or I'm pregnant, or I'm just fat. And it's getting really, really difficult to not tell everyone. Now, granted, Jackie, how many people have you told at this point? I've probably told like 6,000 people thus far, but I have not announced it to the internet. And I'm trying to hold off as long as possible. Like in my dream scenario, I would tell no one for another 2, 3, 4 months, but it's getting a bit obvious. And like I said, I've got people on the internet just like commenting nonstop. And I kind of just want to put the kibosh on it. But I also like, what am I going to do? Get a wide brimmed hat and go into the meadow? Speaking of Lyme's disease, there we go. There's the correlation. I'm going to go into a meadow and clutch my fucking stomach like a big fat fucking nerd, because that's what it is. It's a big fat fucking nerd move. Get Nia from the Valley called. She wants her dress back. And you don't need to go into the fields, okay, with your block heel that you got at Nordstrom, that everybody and their, peaked in high school gay brother, like we just don't need it. I can close my eyes. I can see the curl. I can see the dress. I can see the fucking heel. I can see the pose. I can see the light looming from the distance, like the sunset pic in the grass, holding your ultrasound pic as you cradle your bump. Mama, disgusting. Like, we got to find something else to do. So I'm trying to think of clever ways to announce my pregnancy to the world that's like not annoying, but also not that much effort. Like, we're not doing a photo shoot ever. Like, that's just not, it baffles me. The amount of people that are doing these photo shoots on a regular basis, like, I'm not finagling Andrew and Clyde into a meadow. I'm not doing any of the things. We did one professional photo. I'm so glad we did because they're cute. They were in our house, like very cash. But I'm not that kind of girl. I was going to try and buy like 700 pregnancy tests. I don't think I'm going to do this because it's like too much urine. But write this down if you're looking for a good one. Also, just like didn't feel like it would fare well on the internet. I was going to take a myriad of pregnancy tests and just write fuck, like spell out fuck with all the positive tests, but couldn't get around to it. Like, facilitating anything these days is just like not high on my priority list, but I'm starting to get excited would not be the word. Like, not even a little bit, actually. And we're going to deep dive that in a second, but I'm starting to feel like I can breathe a little bit. Like, once the world knows, because, I'm Beyonce. Once like the 3.5 people that give a fuck know, that don't know because I've told everybody, I feel like I'll just be able to live a little looser. You know what I mean? I can put on some tight clothes. I can do the thing. I can lean in and just live authentically, which is just something to look forward to, really. Now, let's discuss the hierarchy. How are we telling people? If we're not going in the meadow because we were hugged as children and, don't have a bad relationship with a creepy uncle, and have just like security from within, and we're not doing those dork 2000 ass photo shoots, how do we tell people? What's the hierarchy? Obviously we tell family first, then we tell friends. Do people wait to tell their family and friends till 12 weeks? I've told everyone. So we've checked all of those boxes. I've told every single person at Gelson's. Are we like, do we send a photo of the ultrasound? What are the protocols here? I typically tell everybody and then create some type of an addendum like, but we haven't got those chromosomes back, so stay posted, if you know what I mean. And nobody likes those jokes because it makes them feel uncomfortable, but it makes me feel more comfortable, which is kind of the priority here. Let's do a soft gender reveal, shall we? I was going to wait and like just see how this goes. But now that the chromosomes are back and I've decided to go through with the pregnancy, I think we've all been on the edge of our seats, right? So as you know, around 6 weeks, I did a Amazon Prime at-home blood test, the sneak peek blood test, which I did with Clyde, and it was correct. It said I was having a boy, and IPT results confirmed that I was having a boy. And I was very, very excited because I always wanted to have a boy first. And I don't know. It made me feel much safer. I felt like I had heard that people who were pregnant with boys had easier pregnancies and carried cuter and all of the things. So with this pregnancy, obviously I was having a different experience. I don't know if that's because I have a toddler or I'm older, whatever, but I was much more nauseous, am much more nauseous, and just feel different this time. So I took the sneak peek blood test at 6 weeks. It came back inconclusive. My blood was the same, like, consistency as honey because I was probed as a child and have alien blood inside of me. So it was inconclusive. I did it again. They sent me another test. It came back that it was another boy. And obviously I was fairly devastated because I just was so convinced that I was having a girl. You know, my personal psychic, Carney Wilson from Wilson Phillips, told me that I had a female spirit following me around. Another psychic I saw said I was having a girl. My cousin Joe's pave diamond pendulum that she got at 14 Carats in Beverly Hills said that I was having a girl. Everybody has been saying, like, I know you're having a girl. I just know it. Like, I can see it. I can feel it. Like, you know, all of the woo-woo witchy vibes. But the blood test said boy. And even though I was fairly careful, you know, I'm not like a woman of great sanitation. Like, I'm not a medical professional. You know what I mean? I did the best that I could, and they're really easily contaminated. And if it says boy and you have boys in the house, I read every story. I saw every TikTok about, you know, how many of those sneak peek tests were not accurate, despite the fact that they say that they're 99.9% accurate. I think that's like if you do it in a lab with like a medical professional. So I go and I do the NIPT. And the whole time I'm like really just interrogating the nurse. I'm like, how accurate is the NIPT? I'm telling her my whole life story and about how, like, I bought this wallpaper that's like really expensive and I have this like fabric that I want to use for window treatments, but I can't use it if it's for a boy. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, bitch, just give me your fucking arm and shut the fuck up. She jabbed that needle in there real hard, right in the fucking vein. I was like, got it, copy. We're stopping right now. So I got all the results in the past week. Chromosomes, low risk, perfection. Spina bifida, not a problem, baby. And the gender is a motherfucking boy. Kill me. It's another boy. It's another boy. It's another boy. And I'm so happy. I'm not happy. I was living for the hope of it all, you know, really banking on like lack of sanitation and contamination. And, you know, in certain ways it's taken the pressure off because now I just like literally don't give a fuck. Like, Clyde is my perfect angel. He's my North Star, my guiding light. Hope is dead. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with this gorgeous wallpaper that I bought, but, you know, maybe redo a closet. I'm trying to find the silver lining in having 2 boys and living in a fucking fraternity house. But here's what I will say. For the past week, I've been sitting Shiva for a lot of superficial things that I planned on doing with a daughter because I'm not having 3 kids. Okay. Like, under no circumstances is Jackie Schimmel having 3 children. Like, write that down, clip it. I'm not having 3 kids. 3 kids is for people who love children. I don't love children inherently. I look around and I think most of them are stupid and ugly, if I'm being totally honest. So yeah, it's not something, I'm not trying to like go 3 for 3. Like, if I nail it twice, I will far exceed my own personal expectations of motherhood. But like 3, I'm going to raise somebody that's going to end up like on a pole or on the side of the road or like deep therapy issues. I can't do it. I'll give these 2 my all and then I'll fuck all the way off. Here's what I'm thinking now that I've had a little time to process and sit Shiva for, you know, the daughter that I'm not going to have. I have been collecting bags, clothing, memorabilia, and all with this stupid idea like one day my daughter will go to Paris and we'll wear these purses and she'll have this jacket. That's such bullshit. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of motherfucking bullshit. And it's all for very superficial reasons. When I really take my personal wants and desires out of the situation, my selfishness, and I really think about what kind of mother I am and my discipline tactics and my communication skills, I do think that I am I'm more equipped to raise boys, and that having a girl might be difficult for me because of the drama of just the way of the world. I think it would be more. By the way, I'm saying all this because I would be incredible at it and I'm just really upset. So I'm trying to think it to an existence that oh no, this is better for me. No, I really wanted a girl and I'm devastated. But you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So I'm having 2 boys. I'm going to live in a fraternity. Here's what I'm going to do. Once that baby is old enough to shove into a twin bed, I am going to make Clyde and Demon Seed 2.0 share a bedroom. I'm going to take the Jack and Jill bedrooms. Jackie, don't you have 6 bedrooms? Yes, but they're all mine. So I'd like to consolidate the children into sharing a bedroom and then do the Jack and Jill bedroom as a playroom and shove them off into the corner of the house with bars on their doors and just completely quarantine them to a maximum of 800 square feet. And then the rest of the house is Princess Jackie's palace. And by, I don't know, 3 years from now, I will have all of these men working for me. I will have Clyde making martinis. I mean, those little fingers, those little phalanges, stuff in those blue cheese olives. I will have the next baby doing baseboards. I will have them in matching little outfits with matching little sterling silver trays. And they will be, my in-house crew, basically, because I'm raising men of service. So yeah, kind of just going through the motions. So too blessed to be stressed, but we're having another boy, guys. We're having another boy. I'm glad I have so many sharp corners and marble for all these kiddos and their little fingerprints and all the little toys everywhere, all little cars. So next week we're going to discuss nursery design, how to design a boys' nursery that's not overly promoting homosexuality, but really subliminally encouraging it and not leaning into the dork 2000 boy mom tropes, which is going to be difficult. We're not going blue. I'm thinking aubergine. I'm thinking houndstooth. I'm thinking mid-century chrome, typically an unlacquered brass girl. Maybe we pivot and we go chrome. Pops of chrome, burgundy, and a houndstooth teal. Wrap your head around it. Figure it out. It's all I have to look forward to. Anyways, this has been really fun. I'm having a great time. And I hope that anyone listening to this at home that is nearing the end of their first trimester, that is starting to feel the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my God, girls, we've made it through the rain. It's exciting, exciting times. Let's all go to Taco Bell. Let's get weird. Let's start putting these men to motherfucking work, okay? I want us to be eating all of the things. Let's get fat together. Let's get fat and fucked, okay? To be a mother of a son is one of the most important things you can do to change the world. Raise them to respect women, raise them to stand up for others, and most importantly, raise them to be kind. Shannon L. Adler. What a dumb bitch.
Hello, and welcome to Pluto Phone. If you know the name of the movie you'd like to see, just stream it for free on Pluto TV, where all your blockbuster favorites are landing all summer long. Catch Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Fantastic.
The Matrix Trilogy.
Welcome to the real world.
Mean Girls,
Shut up.
Titanic,
I'm the king of the world!
and so much more. For showtimes, press nothing. They're free 24/7
That is so fetch.
on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.